Hey guys, welcome to another AFK farm video. Today I will be making an AFK pirate map farm and money farm that is super easy to set up. While this video is running, I will be in the farm showing its effectiveness as long as I can, as you see here. But keep in mind that this farm is best during night and it is day while I'm recording this so that it's easier to see. The reason I'm making this video is that I wanted to make a pirate map farm in this world, but basically the only thing that I could find that worked was to fight Eater of Worlds and King Slimes in the ocean, which isn't AFK and takes a ton of materials for the spawns. So I wanted to make an easy AFK farm for overnight that works in 1.4.1.2, which is my current version. Before I get started, I want to let you know the requirements you're going to need before you start to make the AFK farm. First, you're obviously going to need to be in hard mode, so that pirate maps can drop from ocean enemies, but also so that Arapaimas can spawn. If you're not in hard mode, you just need to beat the wall of flesh. It's pretty simple. You're going to need 140 mud and at least 1 jungle grass seeds. This is because in 1.4.1.2, you need 140 jungle grass or lizard bricks to make a jungle biome. But you can't mine lizard bricks until you beat Golem and get the pick saw, so I use jungle grass. In this farm, I actually used 142 mud to make it look a little bit better. By the way, jungle grass seeds can be obtained at a 1% chance from any jungle plant. An easy way to get a bunch is using flower boots and running side to side, breaking plants with a pickaxe. You technically only need one because it grows pretty quickly, but I recommend getting a bit more. Next, you're going to want a block of your choosing and platforms. I chose rich mahogany and palm wood because it matches the jungle ocean theme. The blocks are for protection, and the platforms are for catching items. Another important piece is bubbles, which you buy from the party girl. The party girl arrives at a 2.5% chance every day if you have 14 or more NPCs already. A tip is that the dog and cat count towards the 14 if you need a few more. The reason you need bubbles is because it's the only thing that can hold liquids without obstructing the enemy's vision of you. Because currently, if you're surrounded by blocks, the enemy won't aggro you, so you won't be able to easily kill it while AFK. Next is a couple of water buckets for you to stand in so that the enemies will aggro you. Next is the damage method. This idea came from my brother, and it's pretty smart, in the best way I know of. The Nimbus Rod, it's a fairly common item dropped from Angry Nimbuses at a 6.67% chance. You just put your cursor over the hole, and nothing will hurt you while you infinitely kill Arapaimas and some other ocean enemies. There's one big issue with this, and that the Nimbus Rod does not have auto swing, so you can't just put like a item of any sort on your mouse and expect it to keep going. And so it also runs out after a little bit, so you can't just leave it there. You need an auto clicker. Just search on your browser, auto clicker download, and the one I use is by SourceForge, which was the top result. It's just a couple of clicks for the download, but there are a few settings you may need to change. First, make sure the click interval is relatively low. I just do mine at 1 millisecond because it doesn't matter how low it is, it just needs to be at a certain threshold so it's constantly up. You want single left clicks that repeat until stopped at the current location of your cursor. Then set the start and stop key to anything you want and it should be ready. Some very highly recommended things to add are a water candle from the Skeletron dungeon and a garden gnome, which you get by leading a gnome away from walls during daytime. The water candle will increase spawn rates, and the gnome will increase drop rates slightly as it buffs your luck stat. Another thing you may notice is an Arapaima banner, which you will get quickly and will let you kill Arapaimas quicker. My absolute favorite and most highly recommended item is the treasure magnet. I'm wearing one right now, and you get it from shadow chests in the underworld. It increases your pickup distance for everything including items and coins. This will result in more pirate maps in your inventory and more money in your wallet. Another useful item is the Void Bag, crafted from 30 bones, 15 jungle spores, and 30 either shadow scales or tissue samples. This will let you have more space for pirate maps and other items if you leave the farm going overnight. If you're not overnight, consider using a battle potion crafted from a deathweed, water bottle, and vertebrae or rotten chunk. I'll drink this one so you may see the effectiveness increase. Just gonna drink this one, and I'll get it back going again. And next I'll go over the proportions. You want to start with 2 blocks of your choice slightly over the water level with bubbles to the side, as you see here. That's so that the enemies will basically go right up to you. And then you can safely place your water buckets inside and stand there. And from the left side of the bubbles, you build 2 out and then 9 blocks up. Let me show that with the ruler. See, it's technically 10 blocks, but if you go 2 to the left of the bubbles and then go 9 up, you get to exactly what I did. It's not very exact and not needed to be very exact. I bet you could do it a lot lower. I just built it like this because this is that's how high I built my jungle. You probably want it closed off though. You want to do the same for the other side, but break the block next to the bubble. This one here, because that is where the Nimbus Rod will rain down. There may be a more efficient way, but I built a total of 16 blocks wide in mud. I can't really show it easily, but you can see here that this is about 7 blocks out, and then this is, if I stand over here, it's another 7 blocks out, plus the 2, that's a total of 16. And notice I didn't make a whole brick of mud because grass can't spread on the inside of a mud brick, which won't count towards the jungle biome. So everything must be slightly spaced out. See how there's no like big brick of jungle grass. It's all like a little bit spaced out. It's kind of like a bunch of layers. And so, yeah, with every other row having a 14 block line inside, that will make it so you have about 100. This is 142 blocks, but these rows are about 14 blocks. I can show that this is about 6, and then this is as well 6, and then there's the 2, so 6, 6, 2 is 14, and then this is a total. I think this is about how high is this? So this is 16 wide. This is I think 15 tall with the 14 in between each of these rows. So finally, the platforms. They do not need to be super precise, but I just built them as wide as my mud and did 3 rows. That's basically all. Let me know in the comments if I missed something, if you need help or have a question. If you want to check out some other AFK farms for PvZ heroes or the battle cats, click one of these 2 videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Have a good day and get yourself a greedy ring from those pirates.